Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he fires one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Gain of 3. 1st down, Giants.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. To Darius Slayton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is good.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was second in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 51 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, #3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Extra point.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's Elliott, complete.
Prescott's pass.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good for a Cowboys.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Giants 14, Cowboys nothing.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
By Dexter Lawrence. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Barkley, the Giant ball.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Daniel Jones.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Steps away to his... Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Shepard. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
New York.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 31-10 was the final score. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 27-21, your final. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Gano set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 6 yards there. First down, New York.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Complete. Smith has it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First down, Giants.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. 7 yards the pickup. First down, New York.
Sean Lee on the tackle.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Graham Gano on for the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Giants 23.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Prescott on first down. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cooper's got him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44.
The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To the air again, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin.
Prescott's pass
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Prescott yet again. This will be caught at about the 5.
Prescott's pass.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.